Sam and I were on our way to Bronson, Missouri, and I'm checking my emails from like 3-4 days. That's how far behind I am, 3 or 4 days behind on emails. And I get an email from Patty. Patty from New Madrid, which I did not know this, is the first American town in Missouri, founded in 1789. But we didn't come here on a sightseeing tour. We came here today because you have an 83-year-old that went missing 7 years ago.
Yes.
Her name is Barbara
Stoffer.
Can you please tell us a little bit about her and what you kind of think happened to her?
Well, I didn't really know her personally, but I mean, everybody in town knew her. Just one day she's here, next day she's gone. I mean, and you knew it because every day you'd see her. She drove that car everywhere, and you'd see her. And she was just gone. She just, you know, nobody had a clue. The car's gone, she's gone, so.
And from what I understand, like, she was very systematic. Like, every day she went to the river, and then she went for a drive, and she ended up over in Parma.
Yeah, they said that she was spotted in Parma, but that I had doubts, the Parma situation, because she didn't hardly drive out of New Madrid very often, and New Madrid is where she drove.
Okay, and my understanding is she loved to come down the river like every day. Like
every
she
day
down,
she loved it. She loved to come to the river every day.
And prior to her actually disappearing, I also saw a report that on one of those days that she was down at the river, she accidentally went forward instead of reverse, and her car had to be pulled off the rocks.
Yeah, she did that. She just loved the river.
Right.
So.
And so with the area and where we're at, and you say, I call it Madrid. You call it
Madrid.
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 Okay. And so with
New Madrid.
And so with New Madrid, was there a certain boat ramp that she'd like to go to? Because I see that you have two in town.
I think she went to both of them pretty often. This one here she went to a lot.
Okay.
So this one down here.
And we spent the night just, you know, in your little park over here.
Oh, did you?
Did she ever go down into these other offshoots?
She did. I'm sure she did.
Okay, so she didn't just stay on like the solid pavement. She would drive wherever she wanted.
Right. I'm sure she was down there a lot too.
Okay. And so if the search was concentrated just only on the boat ramps, and we don't find her at a boat ramp,
It's a possibility she could be that way, you know.
Okay. Sam, I say that we need to find Barbara, find Grandma, and see what we can do to bring her home.
Yeah, let's get the boat ready and
great.
sonar ready and see what we can do.
Patty, thank you for meeting up with us. And
thank you.
You're welcome.
I've got your number, and I'll keep you updated on our search today.
Yeah, it looks like a 1997 Volvo 850 GLT, green 4-door sedan.
Well, we're not that far from this other boat ramp. I say we start at the boat ramp. We hit that one really good. We then head over to the second boat ramp, and then from there back to like where our little campsite was.
Yeah.
So, Sam did it. Sam, you want to kind of chat about what happened here? Okay, you don't? All right, well, let me just tell him. So Sam was driving last night and decided to, one, almost get us stuck in a great big mud puddle. Nobody in sight, and yet you decided to go off the road at an intersection.
Yeah, it was a really sharp turn, and I was like, oh man, I wonder if I can go in this field a little bit to help me make the turn. And Jared was like, no, don't get stuck, don't get stuck. Put it in reverse, and so I put it in reverse real quick and
didn't pay attention to the trailer.
And that's what happened.
Completely jackknifed the trailer.
The jackknife.
So
not only that, but also gave this a little kiss.
Yes, we got that little issue.
So,
plus your whole footprint initially. I'm kidding. That one's not your fault. This one is.
Yeah, this one is 100%
your fault.
This is like a real deal 100% my fault.
That's right, Sam. Still love you.
I mean, it's perfect ramp here. I mean, if she was coming down here quite a bit, you had dementia or she was getting old and forgot to put her car in park, and she comes to the water to look at it, you know, she could easily go right in.
Well, remember, she accidentally went in before.
Yeah, so she has a history of doing this.
I don't know if it was this one or which one she was at, but she accidentally went over the parking lot.
Yep, so
and they had to pull her car off the rocks.
Yep, so this is definitely in her realm of what she was doing already.
Yep. So, all right, let's see if we can find her in. Go back and check that right there. Wheel. Shape of a car.
Yeah.
So it's off to the, well, that's the pilings. That's not it. Oh no, there's the, okay, never mind. There's a car right by it. We got some pilings here with the car wedged up against it possibly here.
Yeah.
We're like kind of just right down below that, right? Just off of that piling right there. So like right in there. Yep. I like that toss.
I feel like I'm on something.
Magnet, solid.
Real solid. Give that a pull. I don't know. What do you think?
I think it just came off.
It did come off.
Yeah. Hey, it's part of the dock and the way that fell. Yeah, looking at it more because now we're hitting it at a different angle. Right here. See how the dock.
Yeah.
All right, let's side scan some more.
All right.
Well, we have two secluded spots. One is where we were camping last night.
Yep.
So that's up the river here. And then the other one is downriver, because the one where we're at right now is like right outside of town here. Like, I mean, it's right in town.
Yeah.
And with that, I was reading more about the news article, and it said that they're holding back evidence for this crime as well, the local law enforcement, that it may be associated with the crime to where grandma may have been, you know, taken out and dumped in the river in her car.
That's wild.
So, I mean, it happens, and there's some pretty crappy people out there.
Yeah.
So, anyway, let's, like I said, let's head up to where we were camping.
Yeah. All right.
And then we'll head down there. Hey, Sam, I think we need to ask the captain if he's seen any cars floating in the river.
Yeah, if anybody knows, he would.
Yeah, we should probably slow down.
Or go faster, just jumping.
I don't know. You know, Dan wanted us to surf the waves back there too.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a good idea either.
Yeah, that's throwing up a pretty good weight.
Yeah. Oh, bad idea, bad idea.
Over here already.
All right, hold on.
We made it this far. Oh man, look at that one.
That's a bad idea. No, bad idea, bad idea, bad idea. We're gonna flip over. Oh, we're in it.
We're going.
Oh,
yeah.
Now we're surfing out.
Now we're surfing.
Hold on, we gotta get out of this. Oh, crap balls. Okay, we're out. We're going out. So this one would definitely take a lot of effort. Like,
Yeah.
this is not like a straight shot with a boat ramp, a lot of places to get caught. So I think that if a criminal, if this was a criminal intent or an accidental intent, first of all, grandma's not gonna make it down this bank that far.
No.
If it was a criminal intent, like, you would really have to be, this would not be the place to do it.
Yeah, especially if it's done during the summer when the grass is all grown up and there's bushes.
Yeah, in August.
In August.
Yeah, even late at night.
Yeah, late at night. I mean, there'd be evidence the next day that something happened. You'd notice all the grass being laid down.
Yeah, because there's nothing in the way of a car down here. Got the pillar, the piling that we just went past, some wood that's connected to it. We'll finish running it real quick. And really the farthest you can go, we camped up here last night. And so really the farthest you can go is like that last big tall tree right there. Other than that, there was no road that went past it. Is this it already? Yeah, let's throw a sonar real quick. Fish, look how big this fish are.
Oh, nice.
So coming up river, we went over this, a lot of fish over it. And then you just had this like berm here. Okay? What I'm really focused on though is the way that the fish were here and just the way that, you know, some of that growth is. But more so on the side scan. Take a look at this before we hit the big berm there. Okay? Just the way that this is laying in here. When we're dealing with 7 years. Okay? So 7 years of river current and the way that's pushing in there. Let's throw 360 on it and see. Got the slough, but with the slough though, it's like barely moving in here too.
You're right. opposed to out there.
Yeah.
It seems like most of the water goes on the other side of the island.
Yeah, I think so.
This is a little more of a bend and it's more calm over here.
Yeah, it's really calm. It's like a lake right here.
It's really nice.
Okay, this clears this area. Let's go take a look at the map and see if there's anywhere else that between here, because Grandma goes over to Pharma as well.
Pharma?
Based on witness accounts, it is believed that between 4 p.m. and 5:30 p.m., Stoffer traveled to a route from Main Street in Madrid to Highway 61, to Highway 62, to Highway 153, and finally to Highway D at Parma. The last place her vehicle was seen was on Highway D through Parma, traveling west. The day after Stoffer was reported missing, a vehicle was pulled from the river just below the conservation boat ramp in belief that it may have been the missing car. The vehicle turned out to be a Chevy Lumina that had been reported stolen in 2001. At least 3 other cars have been pulled from the Mississippi River during the Stoffer search, and all 3 were severely deteriorated. Parts retrieved from the vehicles have proven that none of the 3 were Miss Stoffer's car. So we did an entire search. We thought that we might have found some vehicles. We never did find any vehicles. We did the magnet fishing on there. We verified it with the sonar, the 360, the magnet, no vehicles. But if there's no body of water, there's no other search we can do. Yeah, there's nothing else on D. And then that just takes you over to Highway 25. Based on that, I'm going to say that our search here at the mighty Mississippi is kind of a wrap for now.
Yeah, not a whole lot more we can do. I mean, we utilized our specialty, did our part.
Yep.
And we scanned the whole area and nothing.
Yeah, no cars. On that note, please do us a favor, please subscribe, and we are going to head down to, I want to say, the name of the town is Oil Trough, Arkansas is where we're heading to next. We have one with potentially 2 missing people, rumored to be in a pond in barrels.
Wow.
You're not going to want to miss that episode as we're heading down there next. Stay tuned for the next one. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.